if everything goes right, his ceiling starter, 6-man star, his floor ball is like pro global hooper. But the funny thing is, like, I'm sure these ball is life global hoopers are doing fairly well, right? They making it happen. Could they probably buy a mansion in Chino Hills like LiAngelo Ball has already done? I don't know. But you know what I mean? Can they feed themselves and their family, and can they call themselves pro hoopers? I would say yes. Let's see. Unless Jello can get a meaningful role in the G League this year, he got to switch it up somehow. I agree. Well, let me say this. I think that that's the toughest part for me is it's like let's go here. Let's go here. All right. It's like this, right? Let me pull this comment back up here. To me, it's tough because have you ever had a job, right? And well, I'll say I personally had this kind of realization that there was a point in time in my life where I would only hold a job for maybe a year and a half to 2 years, right? And I was hyper focused on how do I grow, right? But that was at the time where I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted. So if you gave me this role and that role over there looked more exciting, I was trying to figure out a way to move over to that role or find that role at a different company. And then as things in my life shook up and I was like, I just don't even like this area. I was moving out of this area to that area and then moving things in that nature, right? And so that all was primarily due to the fact that I really just had no idea what I wanted. I had no idea. And I needed to do as much as I could in order to figure out what I wanted to do. Then I started making moves. And one of the biggest things that I decided once I found the kind of job that I have now is like, look, I'm not going nowhere for 2 years. I'm not going nowhere for 5 years. And I've tried I actually left for a month and then came back to the same job. But I'm sticking it out, not because there's not another opportunity out there, not because there's probably not a faster path for me to take to get to this other thing that I want to do, but I just needed to chill for a second and I have a clearer understanding of it, what it is exactly that I want to do. And I think that for me, I would love to see LiAngelo Ball switch it up somehow if he does not get a meaningful role this year in the G League. However, sometimes you just got to chill for a second. 3 years in the G League, if he can play last season, this season, and one more season with the Greensboro Swarm, to me, that's a W in itself. So it might be an extended bit of role from last year, which wasn't much this year. And then if next year he can acquire maybe a invite to camp and then a more of a feature role, to me, I think that would be a W. So part of me would love to see him switch it up, but part of me is like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? If you got to roll this thing out and ride it out, go ahead and do what you got to do. Finally, someone that speaks from a basketball perspective and not commentary perspective. What you're saying is exactly what most real hoopers feel and know. That's all I'm saying. I think that's the part of the conversation that I want to bring it in, right? I think that oftentimes as fans, we can be a little bit fanatical and we don't look at it from the life perspective. And to me, that's what all of this is about. When I look at LiAngelo Ball hooping, I'm looking at LiAngelo Ball more as a person who's chasing his dreams than I am looking at LiAngelo Ball, a dude who I like to watch play basketball. I respect that. You right, AB, about that. Appreciate it. I gotta tell y'all this before. I played I played college. I played college football. All right. And so when I finished playing college football, I still had the itch. I wanted to play bad. I wanted to play. I was hyped, looking for opportunities. Like hair. I was looking for opportunities to play football, and what I did is I joined a team here in Indiana. It's called the Indiana Cutters, and it's a semi-pro league and a football team. You go play tackle, you suit up. We had practice maybe once or twice a week. We go play games on Saturday. Everybody hop in the bus. We traveled up to Michigan. We did all of this stuff, and there was a couple things that I realized in doing so. When I was out there with those guys playing football, like nothing else mattered, right? I was struggling. My son was maybe was just being born, or his mom was, yes, my son was just born. I was trying to figure out, like I told y'all before, I was moving around 2 years, job. But you put me out there and I was playing football and I was at home and I was at peace. And so that was big. I know guys who been playing semi-pro football, and semi-pro is not pro. You have to pay to play. But I know guys who have been doing that for 20 years. 20 years they've been locked in, itching that, scratching that itch to play a sport. And for me, because I had played in like Division I and had some certain experiences, just the way that they ran practice didn't really, like, it just felt like we doing way too much to get to what we just want to do is just play football. We damn near might as well just show up to the game and have a good time. That's all I really wanted. So what I ended up doing is somebody invited me to play in a flag football league. The same guys, they came and they had a flag football team, and they invited me to play. I never played the semi-pro thing again because the flag football team met that need for me. The flag football team scratched that itch that I had to continue to play. And so for the last 7 years, I've been playing in the same flag league, moved to another city. I drive an hour and 15 minutes on the weekends to go play flag because that's what I want to do. So that's my point, is like the success thing for LiAngelo Ball could be like, man, I just want to hoop. My brother just signed $100 million deal. My other brother, $80 million deal. We great. I'm with Rock Nation. They got a bag trickling in on me, and so we're okay over here. And if that's the case, then I think he in a good spot.